has us about 20 miles south of downtown L.A. at Dignity. Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go. I got him.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there for L.A. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the counter, here's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Second and 5. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
They had a good chance to get the first points of the game on the board, but what a great job defensively, getting a hand in there, knocking it away, and preventing that first touchdown.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, 55 is my guy, 55. Hey, they're scared. They're scared. Mike 55. Mike 55.
He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
On first down, Witherspoon. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They'll run on first down. Witherspoon. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals. All right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
55 my guy, 55. We own them. We own them. Mike 55, Mike 57.
Here's 2nd and 8. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that?
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
This is it. 19. 55. Alert. Check. Lucky.
And again this time to the tailback. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down.
Check 24. Check 24. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
And a Buccaneer first down.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Check 9, check 9. Check 26, check 26.
Mike, 55. Check.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Set. 13. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. All day, dog. Check 43.
Hey, watch hands, watch hands.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, Witherspoon. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down now, Witherspoon, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now a give, right side, Witherspoon. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. On 2nd down, it's Howard, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He completes it to Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They'll look to throw here. Flush to it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago. And another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Record.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
I smell fear in that offense.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Mike 55.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A final shot before the break. Watson airing it out deep for Smith. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On second down now, Witherspoon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it and picked up by the Chargers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. There to stop it was Darius Leonard.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down, Witherspoon. Room to run past midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, That was well executed.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, from my vantage point, that's just one bad play by the offensive line and a running back who's had a lot of good ones tonight.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be ticked off, nor is the offensive line, because to me it's a lot like a no-hitter, right? Pitcher's throwing a no-hitter, gives up a hit late. You're so close to accomplishing everything you want and don't quite get it done. They'll come back with a vengeance on the next play.
On third down, Witherspoon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Watch 16, watch 16. But, gotta get the point.
2nd and 11. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Right back to him on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give to Williams, running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
All day, all day.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, check it.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give right side. Witherspoon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. third down. Witherspoon. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. On first down, they run with Howard. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Bucs on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Howard. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, so they held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
Factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check 13.
They'll set up a throw. He's got Fuller. The 20. Touchdown, LA! Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Get the boys down, he's coming. First thing. Mike's 50. Watch the car, watch the car. He's checking. Crash. Check the back up.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running from the gun with Howard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check. Hayward. Mike 5-4. Army. Right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Williams. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This will be from 53 for the win. This looks good. It is good. He hits it from 53 yards out. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out of the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the home team here, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Good night, everybody.